But the fact that Ryan, has gone through 3 top trainers that would have done a great job, Eddie Reynoso, Joe Goossen, and Derrick James.
Correct.
And he's not training with neither of them. He's training with his dad.
Did Ryan Garcia ever allow those trainers to be the boss?
That's why he's back with his dad, because he's the boss. That's why.
Yeah.
Look, Joe Goossen, I know Joe Goossen. My brother used to train with him. He's not gonna just let you get away with stuff like that. Derrick James shouldn't either. Eddie Reynoso doesn't need. He's made so much money with Canelo that if you want to come to me, it's gonna be under my rules. And if that didn't work, then Ryan's back. So that's I give that big advantage to Barrios to even pull that off.
See, that's the thing about boxing, and Big Baby Miller pointed it out, because there's no structure. We need some kind of structure. In the NFL, the guy has to sit there for the media interview. He shows up on time. He's got to do it. And to give you an NFL analogy, think about the Broncos, right? When they had Russell Wilson over there and he had his own office and everything. And it was nothing, it was dysfunctional. Then they hired Sean Payton.
Cut it out.
As a coach, that's like going to train with Goossen or going to train with a world-class trainer, right? Derrick James. And you knew as soon as Sean Payton got there, ain't no one's going to have their own office. And you turn around a couple years later, and they're great. They're in the playoffs, right? That's the thing in boxing, when fighters want it comfortable, right? Sometimes when Miguel Cotto would want to train in certain places because it was more comfortable for him, I thought, I want to see the Miguel Cotto when it's uncomfortable, right? And Cotto's a great fighter, of course, and a serious person. But the fighter really has a little too much control when they reach a certain level sometimes of their own career, which is good in one way, but in another way can limit them athletically. Because boxing is not a comfort business.
On fight night, hype won't save you, habits will. Max Kellerman warns that Ryan Garcia's lightning hands and highlight knockouts won't automatically crack Mario Barios. Talent opens doors, but discipline wins rounds. Barrios fights tall and patient and punishes mistakes, forcing Garcia to manage distance, breathe under pressure, and commit to a real game plan. No drifting, no chasing knockouts, no fading late. Structured training, defensive responsibility, and a steady jab must guide every exchange. If Ryan boxes with maturity, he controls the narrative. If he relies on instincts alone, Barrios drags him into deep waters and takes over on Saturday night.
It's not a comfort business.
But do you think it's more of his opponent, where maybe I could get away with training with my dad, compared to if I'm fighting a top dude?
It'd be a big mistake to underestimate him.
Right, and it's like everyone thought he was going to win that fight, and Rolly just outboxed him. Rolly outboxed him and looked good doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's crazy. I wish that Ryan, because he's so talented, I wish he would stick to a coach and really just follow the instructions.
Ryan gonna win this fight. He gonna win.
Max Kellerman and Robert Garcia applaud Ryan Garcia's speed, timing, and confidence, yet both insist unstable training camps slow his evolution before facing Mario Barios. They say consistency, repetition, and accountability shape champions, and Barrios lives that routine daily. The tension rises as the fighters trade warnings, each promising dominance and no mercy. Garcia vows explosive moments. Barrios promises pressure and patience. Respect exists, but the tone is clear. Skills meet structure, flash meets discipline, and only preparation decides who controls the ring when the bell sounds on fight night tonight.
Everybody says, left hand, make sure that's up, you gotta protect it, blah, blah, blah. That's what I would imagine he's saying. And gotta take that away. It's probably, little things like that. They drill a lot of just keeping the hands up all day long. So it's like here, 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 here. But, this freestyle type of boxing, with technique is gonna overwhelm this man.
It was a great experience. He's definitely one of a kind. I took a lot from that fight, just being in there with somebody with his timing, his skill, his speed. Yeah, just gonna use that, in every way, to grow as a fighter.
Your opponent on the 21st, Garcia, hadn't actually won a fight officially since 2023. He's been through a lot of controversies, the scandal with Haney, and then the loss against Rolando Romero. What do you make of all that?
I don't make much of all the. I have somebody who's trying to take my title, and I'm looking just to go out there and defend.
So you're looking to put on a big performance, stylistically, what you're going to come with.
Fueled by pride and preparation, Mario Barrios promises a ruthless approach against Ryan Garcia. He studies Garcia's rhythm, the high chin after combinations, and the retreat in straight lines, and plans to punish every habit. Barrios says the belt isn't leaving his waist, not by speed, not by hype, and not by social media pressure. He intends to press forward, invest in the body, and force long rounds where patience matters. Garcia may chase fireworks. Despite the camp changes, Ryan Garcia insists nothing inside him shifted. He says the mindset remains sharp, the routine locked in, and distractions mean nothing while preparing for Mario Barrios. Garcia claims he's blocking outside noise, drilling fundamentals daily, and focusing on timing, distance, and patience instead of headlines. According to him, a fighter isn't defined by who stands in the corner, but by discipline in the gym. His goal is simple: stay calm, trust preparation, and let performance answer every doubt once the opening bell rings.
Better for you that he's working with a trainer you're familiar with than...
Oh, yeah, in my eyes, you know. But, hey, because I know I've already said some stuff that that guy's already told him. But again, like he said, boxing is one-on-one. At the end of the day, he's a free thinker, I'm a free thinker.
Ryan said, Joe's not going to stop this fight. It's going to be a physical fight, a bloody fight. You're smiling when you're hearing that. Is that the kind of fight you want?
Not necessarily that it's the fight I want, but it's never a fight that I shy away from. I've gone out of my shield before. Like I said, you know, every time I step in there, you know, I give it, you know, whatever I have that day. And if that's the way like this fight goes, if it ends in a bloody battle, then, you know, it does, you know, and I've never shied away from that.
I respect that. I honestly do. I do see that in him. He definitely gives everything he got in that ring. And it's dope.
Inside the gym, the rhythm never stops around Ryan Garcia. Bags thunder, mitts crack, and coaches call sharp instructions as sweat hits the canvas. Cameras capture sprint intervals, defensive drills, and rapid-fire combinations drilled for rounds without pause. Footwork ladders, body shot sequences, and late-round conditioning show a fighter building endurance, not just speed. In Los Angeles, every session feels purposeful, from warm-ups to final sparring exchanges. The camp atmosphere is serious, almost quiet between bursts of effort, signaling focus over flash. Each rep suggests preparation aimed at control, patience, and sustained pressure on fight night. Confidence builds with every passing day.
Lock the top three. Lock the top three. Lock the top 3-2. Yeah.
The intensity keeps rising as Ryan Garcia pounds the bag, while Mario Barrios promises a disciplined defense and championship pride. Analysts study tactics, mentality, and past performances, questioning consistency versus structure. Some believe Garcia's speed and timing can break openings. Others trust Barrios' preparation and composure. The fight becomes more than punches, its identity, pressure, and legacy colliding under bright lights. Soon the talking ends and answers come inside the ring. If you love real fight breakdowns, hit subscribe right now, drop a like to support the channel, and share this video with every boxing fan you know. Fight week is here, and we're covering every update until the final bell together.